So right guys, in this class I am going to teach you what is empirical formula and how to find out the molecular formula by using the empirical formula. Okay guys. So next, so first let us see. Already we know what is a molecular formula. So molecular formula means in a given compound molecule, if all the atoms are mentioned, then which is known as a molecular formula. Example I will give you. Let me take ethane compound. Ethane. So now in ethane compound, so if I mention all the atoms in ethane molecule, it will be its molecular formula. So I am taking here C2H6. In the ethane compound, in the molecule, I have mentioned all the atoms. So which is the molecular formula of ethane. Next one, empirical formula means what? For the same compound ethane, empirical formula will be CH3. I will define what is this empirical formula. Just I am giving examples. And next, let me take one more example, that is butane. So now in butane compound, molecule contains C4H10. So in butane compound, in a given molecule, here I have mentioned all the atoms. So which is a molecular formula of butane, and its empirical formula, butane empirical formula is C2H5. Now you see guys here, this CH3 is the simplest mole ratio of C2H6 and C2H5 is the simplest mole ratio of the atoms of C4H10. So here from this we can define this empirical formula, which is a simple ratio of atoms in whole numbers. Simple ratio of atoms in whole numbers. You see guys, these are whole numbers, and these are simple ratios of the respective molecular formulas of the compounds. And the next one guys, one more example let me take. So now this time let me take glucose compound. For glucose compound, every molecule contains 6 carbons, 12 hydrogens and 6 oxygens. So which is the molecular formula? Because all the atoms are mentioned, that's why that is a molecular formula. Now here, what about the empirical formula of the glucose? Glucose empirical formula we can get by taking the simple ratio of the atoms in whole numbers. So now you see here 6 carbons, 12 hydrogens and 6. So now here common factor is 6. 6 times, 2 times and 1 time. So we can get the empirical formula as C1H2 and the next one O1, or this one you can write like this also, CH2. So this is about empirical formula and molecular formula. Empirical formula is nothing but a simple ratio of atoms in whole numbers. Okay guys. Next, relation between empirical formula and molecular formula. Okay, so this relation we can derive by using these examples only guys. Now you take ethane. So you write ethane molecular formula. Molecular formula of ethane what? C2H6. And next you write empirical formula. Empirical formula of ethane. What is that? Which is equal to CH3. Now this molecular formula of ethane C2H6, when it is equal to the empirical formula of ethane. This C2H6 is equal to CH3 when you multiply this CH3 with 2. 2 into C, 2 carbons. 2 into 3 hydrogens will be 6 hydrogens. And the next let me take butane also. Butane. So now in this butane, what is the molecular formula? Molecular formula is C4H10. And the next one, empirical formula. The empirical formula of the butane, C2H5. C2H5. Now the molecular formula of butane, C4H10. So when it is equal to C2H5, empirical formula of the butane. If you multiply this formula with 2, then both will be equal. And next let me take glucose. So glucose molecular formula C6H12O6. And the next one, empirical formula of glucose CH2O. Now when these two formulas will be equal, this C6H12O6, when it is equal to CH2O, if you multiply this one with the 6, then both the formulas will be equal. Now from all these examples, I can derive a formula that molecular formula of a particular compound is equal to the empirical formula of the same compound when it is multiplied with a integer. So here n is equal to 1, 2, 3 and up to 4. Right? This is the relation between molecular formula and empirical formula of a given compound, which is for a particular compound. Okay? For example, if we substitute, guys, if you place, I will give you examples. So right, guys, this equation gives the relation between molecular formula and the next one empirical formula for a given compound. So where n equals to integer. Next one empirical weight and the next one molecular weight. So now you take one molecular formula, that is glucose you take C6H12O6. Now here, which is a molecular formula. So now in this molecular formula, by adding all the atomic weights of the atoms, we can get the molecular weight of glucose. 6 carbons are there, plus 12 hydrogens are there, plus 6 oxygens are there. So 6 into 12, 12 is atomic weight of carbon, or you can take a unit also, unified mass. And 12 into hydrogen mass is 1 U. And 6 into oxygen mass is 16 U. So if you simplify this one, you can get 180. This is the molecular weight of the glucose molecule. And the next one, what is the empirical weight? So already we know what is an empirical formula. So now glucose empirical formula is CH2O. So by adding all the atomic weights in this formula, you can get the empirical weight. There is 1 carbon, 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. So carbon mass is 12U and 2 into 1 hydrogen weight is 1U and oxygen weight is 16U. This is 6. Now if you add them, simplify them, 1 into 12, 12U plus 2U plus 16U, so which is equal to 30U. For a given compound, that is glucose compound, molecular weight is 180 and empirical weight is 30. So now guys, here this 180 is nothing but a molecular weight of the glucose. When this 180 is equal to the 30 is the empirical weight of the same compound. that is glucose only. When these two are equal, so if you multiply this is 30 with the 6, then both will be equal. One more example let me take. Here we have discussed about what is molecular weight and empirical weight, and we are going to know about the relation between empirical weight and next one molecular weight. One more example I will give you. Now this time you take ethane. Ethane molecule is C2H6. Molecular formula C2H6. So then its molecular weight you can get by adding all the atoms present in the molecular formula. So now 2 into 12 and 6 into, so number of hydrogens, 6 hydrogens, atomic weight is 1. So now 2 into 12, 24 plus 6, 30. 30 is the molecular weight of glucose. For the same ethane, for ethane compound, molecular weight is 30. And the next one, for the same compound, ethane compound, for same ethane compound, what about the empirical formula? Empirical formula is CH3. Ethane molecular formula C2H6, ethane empirical formula CH3, because this CH3 is the simplest whole ratio here. Simplest ratio of atoms in whole numbers. Now here, what about the empirical formula weight or empirical weight? 1 carbon plus 3 hydrogens are there here. So carbon weight is 12 and hydrogen weight is 1. Atomic weight. So now which is equal to 15. Now here for ethane, its molecular weight, for ethane molecular weight when it is equal to its empirical weight, that is 15. Empirical weight of ethane is 15 and molecular weight of ethane is 30. When these two are equal when this 15 is multiplied with the 2. So from these two examples, we can write a relation between molecular weight and empirical weight like this. Molecular weight of a given compound is equal to N into empirical weight of the same compound. This is the equation gives relation between molecular formula and empirical formula, and this equation gives relation between molecular weight and empirical weight of a same compound. Now in these two formulas guys, we have N. The N which is present in both is same. Okay. So now here N and here N both are same. If this is equal to 2, it will be 2. For a given compound, I am saying that. So right, for a particular compound, in both the formulas, N is same guys. I will give you one example. You take glucose compound. So now for glucose, molecular formula C6H12O6. And what about the empirical formula of the glucose? CH2O. Now when these two are equal guys, these two are equal when it is multiplied with 6. When the empirical formula of glucose is multiplied with 6, we can get its molecular formula. So here N equal to 6. Now what about the glucose molecular weight 180? And the next one, glucose molecular weight 180. When it is equal to the empirical weight of the glucose, empirical weight of the glucose is 30. When this 30 is multiplied with 6, it is equal to the 180. Now you can see this one is related to the first one, which is related to the second one. Now from these two, we can conclude that the N present in both the formulas is same. And this formula guys, I am modifying like this. Now this one you bring on left hand side. Then here N is equal to molecular weight by empirical weight. for a particular compound. Okay, so now we will use this formula by deriving molecular formula from the empirical formula and some data. So now let us see one problem, guys. So a compound has, so this is a question, a compound has molecular weight 90 and its empirical formula is CHO2. Then find molecular formula. Find the molecular formula. So now guys, here the given thing is molecular weight of the compound is given, empirical formula of the compound is given, then we need to find out the molecular formula of the same compound. So now we know one formula, that is N is equal to molecular weight by empirical weight. So now here molecular weight is given, guys. How much? 90. Empirical weight not given, but formula is given. So from the formula we can find out the empirical weight. So here how many carbons? 1 carbon, 1 hydrogen, 2 oxygens are there. Carbon weight 12, hydrogen 1 and oxygen 16. So now here 12 plus 1 13, which is equal to 32. So 45. Empirical weight how much? 45. You can write here 45. Now which is equal to 2. N value is equal to 2, guys. Now you know the formula. Molecular formula is equal to 2 into empirical formula. Sorry, N into empirical formula. So now we know N value, we know empirical formula. To substitute here. So molecular formula is equal to N value is 2 and empirical formula CHO2. So which is equal to 2 into C, 2 carbons, C2 and 2 into H, 2 hydrogens and 2 into 2, 4 oxygens. So this is the molecular formula of the compound with the empirical formula CHO2 and molecular weight 90. Now let us see one more problem. So now a compound has vapor density. A compound has vapor density 45 and empirical formula CHO2. Then find the molecular formula. So now guys, you see here vapor density is given. So now there is a formula between molecular weight and next one vapor density. Molecular weight is equal to 2 into vapor density. By using this formula you can find out this vapor density of compound into molecular weight. So now molecular weight of a given compound equals to 2 into vapor density. How much? 40, which is equal to 90. So now molecular weight is 90. So in the first problem we have taken molecular weight 90 and same formula. So now by following the first process we can get the here empirical formula of molecular formula of a compound. So right guys, this is the next question. So here in a given compound carbon is present 40% and hydrogen is present 6.7%, oxygen present 53.3%, and next the compound molecular weight is 60. Then we need to find out its molecular formula by using the given data. Okay. So now here in previous problems guys, which one? Empirical formula is given, molecular weight is given. So by using the two formulas we have derived the molecular formula. But here empirical formula is not given. Now by using these compositions, percentage of the compositions, first we need to derive the empirical formula, and from that as usually we can find the molecular formula. So now guys, by using the composition percentages, so in order to find out the empirical formula, we need to follow the three steps. So first step 1. So in step 1 guys, here you see three elements are there in the compound and their percentages are given. So these percentages we need to convert into weight. For example, carbon is present 40% out of 100%. If carbon is present 40% out of 100%, then in 100 grams carbon present, how much weight? That will be 40 grams. And hydrogen present 6.7% out of 100%. Then in 100 grams of the compound, hydrogen present how much mass? 6.7 grams. And similarly oxygen also. So first we need to convert the percentages into weight. Okay. So now then carbon weight, how much? Carbon weight will be 40 grams and hydrogen weight 6.7 grams and oxygen weight 53.3 grams. This is the step 1. And the next step 2. So in step 2 guys, the weights, these are the given weights based on percentage we have derived the weights of the elements present in the compound. Next we need to divide these weights with their atomic weight in order to get number of moles. So divide given weights by atomic weights or molar weights. Let me take it as a molar weight guys. Let me take it as a molar weight. Molar weight to get number of moles. Already you know what is a mole. To get number of moles. First let me take carbon. Number of moles of carbon is equal to given weight, that is 40, by molar weight. Molar weight is 12 grams. So now which is equal to approximately 3.33. Next one, number of moles of hydrogen 6.7 grams by molar weight of hydrogen 1 gram is equal to 6.7, and oxygen 53.3 grams. That is the given weight of oxygen, and we should divide that with the molar weight of oxygen 16 grams, which is equal to 3.3. So now in this given compound guys, carbon is present 3.33 moles and hydrogen present 6.7 moles and oxygen number of moles 3.33. So now in step 3, we need to divide these number of moles with the smallest number of moles. Here what is the smallest number of moles? 3.33. So by using the 3.33, these values we need to divide to get empirical formula. So here in step 3 guys, in order to get the empirical formula, we divide these number of moles with a small value. We will choose the small value out of these three only, that is 3.33. So first carbon. So carbon 3.33 by 3.33 is equal to 1, and hydrogen is equal to 6.7 by 3.33 is equal to approximately equal to 2, and the next one oxygen 3.33 by 3.33 is equal to 1. So now 1 carbon and 2 hydrogens, 1 oxygen are present in the empirical formula of the compound. So now here I will write empirical formula of the compound is C1H2O. Or this one you can write like this also, CH2O. So now here onwards it is very easy. So now here onwards easy. Here we have empirical formula, and in the problem what is that molecular weight is given. So by using these two we can easily find out the molecular formula of a given compound. So let me rub this one. Okay. So now what is the empirical formula? Empirical formula is CH2O. Now what about the empirical weight? Empirical weight is equal to how many carbons? 1 carbon, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen present. Carbon weight is 12 and 2 into 1 and 1 into 16 is equal to 12 plus 2 and next one 16. So now which is equal to 30. 30 is the empirical weight. So now we have empirical weight and empirical formula and molecular weight. So next we need n value. So now n is equal to molecular weight by empirical weight is equal to molecular weight how much? 60. Empirical weight is 30. Therefore n is equal to 2. So now molecular formula is equal to n into empirical formula. N value how much? 2. Empirical formula CH2. So which is equal to 2 into C, 2 carbons, 2 into 2 hydrogens, 4 hydrogens and 2 oxygens. This is the molecular formula of a given compound. So like this we can find the molecular formula. So let us see next question guys. In a given compound, carbon is present to 26.59%, hydrogen is present 2.22%, oxygen present 71.9%. So Weber density of the compound is 45 and we have to find out the molecular formula. So first here by using the percentage of the composition we need to find out empirical formula, and after finding the empirical formula by using Weber density we need to find out molecular weight. That is a direct formula. So first let us find out the empirical formula. There are 3 steps guys. So you know what is step 1. So in step 1 we need to convert the percentages into grams or into weight. So carbon weight is 26.59 grams, hydrogen weight is 2.22 grams and oxygen weight is 71.9 grams. That is the step 1. And in second step what should we do? So in step 2 we need to know the number of moles. Number of moles, how can you know? By dividing these given weights with their molar weights we can find the number of moles. So number of moles of carbon is equal to given weight, that is 26.59 by molar weight of carbon is 12 grams, and this one in this approximately 2.21 times will be cancelled. Next one, number of moles of hydrogen. So now hydrogen given weight 2.22, and what about the hydrogen molar weight 1 gram, so which is equal to 2.22. And the next one, number of moles of oxygen 71.9 grams by molar weight of oxygen is 16, so which is approximately equal to 2.22 4.21, which is equal to 4.44. 4.4. So in a given compound, number of moles of carbon 2.21, number of moles of hydrogen 2.22, number of moles of oxygen 4.44. So now in step 3, you know what we have to do. So in case of step 3, we need to divide the number of moles with one of the small value among these three. So what is the one of the small value? 2.21. So now here carbon is equal to 2.21 by 2.21 equal to 1, and hydrogen 2.22 by 2.21 equal to approximately 1, and the next one oxygen 4.44 by 2.21 approximately equal to 2. So now here in this compound the empirical formula will be C1H1 O2. This one you can write like CH4. This is the empirical formula. So next what we should do? What should we do? We should find out the empirical weight, and after that we should find out the molecular weight from the vapor density. Let me rub this one. Okay guys. So now here empirical formula CH2 and empirical weight or mass will be how many carbons? 1 carbon, 1 hydrogen and 2 oxygens. So which is equal to 12 plus 1 plus 2 into oxygen 16. So 13 less 2 into 16 is 2 into 6 12 and 2 into 1 3. So 32. So which is equal to 45. So empirical weight is 45. Next we need to find out the molecular weight. Molecular weight is equal to 2 into Weber density. 2 into Weber density, how much is given? 45, which is equal to 90. Empirical weight is there, molecular weight is there. So then we need to find out the N value. N is equal to molecular weight by empirical weight, which is equal to 90 by 45 equal to 2. So N value also there. So now here we have empirical formula and we have N value. Now molecular formula is equal to N into empirical formula. N value is 2 and empirical formula CH4, which is equal to C2